Hello, my fellow Stickies, and today we're doing our Injustice Gods Among Us First Look Part 2. And the reason we're doing two parts to this is because in the first part, all me, Sticky Prism, and Sticky Red Dude did was just fight each other, trying to, test out the versus mode because none of us had used it that much before. I do not actually own this game yet. Sticky Red Dude owns this game, and he's been coming over and we've been playing it and recording it and stuff. And so, in this second part of the first look, I'm actually going to be showing you the campaign, which is the very first 12 minutes of the campaign, which you get to see two fights and the intro to the game. So, yesterday I didn't talk much about the specifics behind the game, but it's from the creators of Mortal Kombat on Xbox 360 and PS3. It's rated T for Teen by DC Comics NetherRealm, which is awesome, and sadly, Warner Brothers games. It uses the Unreal Engine and the Havok gaming software, and some other editors and other stuff that doesn't, isn't basically the main part of the game. It won 2012 Best of E3, Best Game Critics Award, not of E3. It won E3 2012 Best Fighting Game. The first time I saw the trailer for this game, I was actually pretty surprised because they only showed 6 or 7 characters, and I was like, oh man, this is only gonna have 12 characters maybe. For all you who've played the first Mortal Kombat, it's kind of just like that. The first Mortal Kombat only had, I believe, 14 characters total, 7 good, 7 bad. This game actually contains 24 characters, 12 good, 12 bad, and all come with different costumes ranging from 2 costumes for Green Arrow, his original 2 extra costumes, to Batman with his original costume and 6 extra costumes. Batman has the most, different outfits, but either way, all the outfits are totally different from the standard character. It's 1 to 2 players on, versus. The storyline is 1 player, sadly. It's a standard fighting game, so it's a lot like Mortal Kombat, but all the characters are very different. There's 2 different types of characters: power characters and gadget characters. The power characters are like Superman, and they, in the Flash, they don't have weapons or anything. They just use their fists and the superpowers. Gadget characters are kind of like Green Arrow, the Joker, Nightwing, and they use gadgets. And while they have enhanced, they're not the regular person. They still are way weaker than the, average superhuman. So, onwards, at the very beginning of the game, you see a destroyed Metropolis, and, you see Batman and the Joker talking, and this is actually in the alternate universe, from the, where we're used to it, which is, it's actually Earth 72. I researched that about the game earlier today, and, it's Batman interrogating Joker, but then Superman breaks in through the wall, very Superman-like, and is somewhat taunted by the Joker, and then we realize that the Joker had killed Lois Lane and, Clark Kent's son, and so he basically stabs the Joker in the chest, just for fun, And then the game opens up to, on Earth 2, just everybody fighting bad guys, so it's the regular Earth. And that's pretty much how the game opens up, and there's nothing more to the campaign. Like at the very beginning with the quote from Lex Luthor, I started it from the very beginning. You see Superman fighting Ares, and they're using their abilities, and it shows off kind of the stuff that they do in the game. And then you see Sinestro fly right by, and Green Lantern, or Hal, sorry my bad, following him, and I meant to correct this earlier, but I didn't. The Joker actually made Superman kill his own wife while she was pregnant with his son. The Joker didn't kill him, shot her in the heart or something. He made Superman do that through some means. And then you see Ares get kicked down, and Wonder Woman and Aquaman tie him up. And if you guys are familiar with the character Doomsday, he actually kills Superman in one of the 1982 novels, and it was actually the first death of Superman. Well, he comes back. Doomsday was actually the first character to actually take down Boy Scout off of his glorious throne. And beyond that, it goes back to the Watchtower, watching Lex Luthor fight Cyborg, Nightwing fight Bane, Raven's also in there with Solomon Grundy, and it's basically just a standard superhero fight. Nothing quite special happens yet until later in the scene, and Catwoman magically appears out of nowhere, her uselessness. It's kind of cool, the 24 standard characters, and then they have DLCs coming out every couple weeks, months, whatever. They already have one of them out that I know of. I don't know if there's any more. But the game starts off as, you playing as Batman. So each chapter is kind of cool. He plays a different character, so you'll be Batman in one chapter, Green Lantern in the next, Green Arrow, so on and so forth. But it's pretty cool because the scenes that you're playing during the story, where you're just like watching, as of right now, they flow so smoothly into the actual combats that you fight in. Like you'll see in a minute when I actually first fight someone. I'm about to fight Deathstroke actually, and all the characters have their own fighting style, like I said earlier, and they're all very unique from each other. But if you watch, this is still a cutscene. But after I throw away his sword, punch him in the nads, and while they're having their super bad guy fight, they're two gadget characters versus each other, so it's kind of neat. Batman, his smarts and his gadgets versus Deathstroke, his guns and his blade. And while they're both not standard humans, like I said, they're both, very powerful opponents to each other. And I believe while I'm fighting him, he's set on easy mode, because it was super easy to beat him. I've only played the game for about 4 hours, 5 hours, and the Deathstroke's actually a medium, my bad everybody. I've only played the game for about 4 to 5 hours, and I haven't really gotten a hold on anybody's skills. I prefer Green Arrow. He seems pretty cool. You can kind of, he has 3 different types of arrows, and you can basically just shoot him up and figure out different combos, and his melee is pretty strong. But I paused the game trying to figure out some of Batman's combos, because gadget characters aren't as strong as super characters with their normal hits, and you got to use those combos in the gadgets, which is why they're called the gadget character, to really have the full potential of whoever you're playing as. And I'll actually let you guys watch some fighting here. We just did a wager, which is where it's a cutscene. The 2 characters come close together, they fight, and there's a winner. But this time we actually tied, which I've never seen before, but it's pretty neat. So I'll let you guys watch it for about a minute, and then I'll be right back.
Sorry, Deathstroke. No bonus for you.
Okay, everybody. So, as you saw, I just beat the crap out of Deathstroke, and Deathstroke's actually one of my more favorite characters. Slade Wilson, as some of you might know him, and his Marvel extraterrestrial counterpart, who's my favorite superhero, Deadpool, is in Marvel Comics, and his name is Wade Wilson. Deadpool was kind of created off of Slade after the death of Slade, because Slade couldn't be brought back because he was thrown basically in a giant pile of tar, frozen into a big block, thrown into space, and exploded by a star. There's my boy Green Arrow saving Black Adam as he turns into Kaladar, his Egyptian original form, before he got his black magic powers. And I just want to talk real quick about the front of the case, which I haven't posted a picture in this video yet, but I'll try to. It has Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Joker, Flash, and Green Lantern on the front of it, and they're all kind of posing, doing this little angry face like they're about to beat somebody up, and it says, "Injustice, Gods Among Us." And then it shows Superman and Batman. Superman shooting a laser beam at Batman with that little kryptonite piece that he has. He's about to stab Superman with. And it shows Green Arrow falling off the side of the mountain. He's unconscious. That didn't make me happy because I like Green Arrow. And I don't think it's very nice of them just to kick him on the side of the head and throw him down a hill. You know, it could have been somebody more useless like Ares because he's garbage. Nobody likes him. Or Solomon Grundy. His ugly butt deserves to be thrown down a mountain. But I'm actually fighting Bane right now. You know, it's just kind of cool because if any of you played Arkham City or Arkham Asylum, you'll know that, you know, you fought Bane before, and Bane looks quite similar actually. He uses the plant juices to fill up his bloodstream so he can, you know, get really big and use his Latino self to beat you up. I was kind of confused because the first time you hear Bane talk, he actually sounds Russian, but then later in the video he actually speaks in Spanish. I had always thought that he was Russian, but apparently I might have been wrong. Sorry everybody, I'm feeling a little bit sick this evening. And you fight through different environments. I think there's 15 different levels, and that might not be true or not, but for each DLC there's new characters, new outfits, new levels. I haven't heard about new abilities, but the levels that you get, you can change the environment of. So like, for example, if there's a robot that's just rolling around, kind of like the one that you just saw right above Batman, you can pick it up and slam it into the enemy, and it actually does quite a bit of damage. You can also kick enemies out of the map. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. Sticky Red Dude has, because he's cute. But it's pretty fun. Sticky Runner got his hands on it a little bit. We got to play for a couple hours today. Today's Thursday. This video will be coming out Friday, but I definitely like this game. I'm gonna get it this weekend for the Xbox 360, and that's what I'm gonna be doing this weekend. So there's about 10 seconds left in the video. I basically just kick his butt. Bane's a loser. Like for a cookie, subscribe for a cake. Peace out, everybody.
Bane, Catwoman.